Hi friend, welcome to my channel, Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be reading your cards this month, October. What an honor and a privilege to get to do that for you. How beautiful it is to get to connect with you in this way. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please take a moment and do that now, especially if you are a longtime fan of Starchaeology Tarot, checking out your monthly reading. That would mean a lot to me to have that kind of feedback and support from you. Also, if you have not checked out my Patreon yet, please scroll down and check out the link in the description box below. I have started a Patreon so that I can make this a more sustainable model for me and get to really it's so that I can offer you guys even more extensive and intensive tarot support. So it can be for as little as, the cost of a drink a month, that you can support this channel, support these monthly astrological videos, as well as readings for daily card pulls, pick a pile readings, specified readings in the realms of love, career, etc., etc. I also am offering personal, customized tiers at my Patreon for those of you who want opportunities to get personal readings from me on a monthly basis, and there are different price points for that too. So please check that out if you're someone who wants, a monthly personal tarot reading as guidance, whether it's just answering a question a month or getting a full deep dive 60-minute personal tarot reading every month. So far I have patrons on all three tiers. I'm so grateful to you if you are a patron. It is such a blessing to have you as part of the community over there, and I really, really am excited to see that community grow and hope that you'll join me over there. So please check that out. I do want to take a moment and just comment on the energies right now in October. I know that there are a lot of empathic, a lot of intuitive people tuning in to online tarot, and I'm sure you guys can feel it too. This is a pretty intense time right now. I think there's a massive awakening going on. And a lot of people are experiencing things coming up that need to be healed. So it means even more that you're joining me here at this time. I think these October readings are going to be really important for everyone. If you're looking at your sun sign, that is awesome, but know that these readings are good for your sun sign, moon, rising, and Venus. So if your sun sign isn't quite resonant, definitely check out your other placements. Especially depending on what's going on in your life. If you're having things happening right now a lot in the realm of partnership, friendship, love, check out your Venus. That might be the reading that is more resonant and important for you to hear right now. What resonates is what is meant for you, and what doesn't is not. So take what's yours and leave the rest. This is a low stakes situation, and I'm just hoping that I can offer you a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, even if it's just a tiny little tidbit that does the trick. Okay, Aquarius, that's enough talking out of me. Well, I'm about to talk a lot more because I'm going to do your October reading for you. Let's dive into that. Aquarius, October for you is about moving off of this kind of pipeline you're on where there's really only one possible next step, and that is some sort of ending, into a place full of possibility and almost being overwhelmed by choice. The world is what you're in right now. You're in the world. I guess like the situation at hand, if sometimes I call this position the problem, but this doesn't really feel like a problem unless you are resisting it, unless you're trying to actively resist an ending that is inevitable. This world card here symbolizes that something is coming full circle for you, you are getting closure on something, or that closure is needed? Do you find yourself resisting some sort of closure? Do you find yourself resisting the ending of a chapter in your life? If so, the advice is to stop yourself in your tracks and dive headfirst into this new beginning. It's embrace the beginning, surrender to the beginning, because excuse me, because by embracing that ending, you also embrace the beginning that comes right after it. I think sometimes we get caught up or just like too focused, stuck on the concept of the ending, you know, that bothers us for whatever reason. We're resistant to that change. And it's so scary sometimes we can't see what comes right after it, which is this exciting new beginning. It's like we're only able to see the destruction, not the creation that goes hand in hand with it. So what I see is that this beginning happening for you is not one out of obligation. It's not one out of reaction to circumstance. Rather, it is a beginning that comes from soul purpose for you. It comes from true passion for you. It comes from your authentic divine desire to create. What are you here to create? And that's a really broad question. You know, I don't mean that necessarily just in terms of like artistic creative energy, but creative energy spans this very wide range of you know, potential creations. Are you creating love in the world? Are you creating some sort of specific project? Are you creating a structure that you hope to outlive you? Are you creating people? Wow, excuse me, I gotta get water. Thank you and sorry. The world can feel a bit overwhelming sometimes because there are forces much greater than you right now bringing you to this ending, that are bringing you to closure. So resisting it is trying to like stop the merry-go-round that you're on. It's completely futile and really only can result in your own suffering. You're on a ride, Aquarius. This is a ride. So embrace the fact that you are on that ride, and when you come full circle, decide, you know, what are you going to create this next ride around, this next revolution? What are you going to create on it by accepting the things that you can't change, but having the insight and the eye to see the things that you can, and then actually going for it, acting on that passion, acting on that soul purpose and mission and drive that comes from gut instinct and intuition, something much bigger than you, something much deeper than you. There's also great power, Aquarius, in the World card. So I just see this as a very powerful moment for you, the embracing of this ending, the acceptance of this ending, and getting full closure around whatever this is. This could be the start of a really big new chapter for you. And I think it's a chapter that, again, is rooted in spiritual purpose, and true passion, not what you think you need to be doing because of what others have told you or what you've heard culturally you're supposed to be doing, but really what you want to be doing. Like, where is your desire leading you? What beginning do you embark upon because of true desire, not because of pressure, which is how so many of us begin so many things in our lives. It's out of obligation, pressure, people pleasing, expectation, what we think we're supposed to do, the boxes we think we're supposed to check off. This is not that kind of beginning for you. This is a truly authentic beginning for you. This is real alignment with higher purpose for you. what that leads to is so many options in your life. Like, I see so many doors opening for you emotionally, to the degree that you might feel like it's a bit chaotic all of a sudden. Like, I have so many opportunities. I have so much potential in front of me. How do I sort through this? It might even shift your perception of reality in a way where you start questioning what is real for you and what is not. I see your imaginations being unleashed in a way, your emotions being unleashed. For those of you who have felt maybe emotionally blocked in this last chapter, this next one, starting from a place of true, honest desire, it unleashes emotions in you and an emotional world in you that might feel a bit overwhelming. This is going to be an adventure in, I think, emotional evolution and greater understanding of your world and yourself. And I think that's a good thing. Don't be alarmed by the emotional chaos that might ensue. It's like you're throwing yourself into an ocean suddenly. Of course, that's overwhelming and wild. You've been in a lake. This, the whole last chapter of your life, you've been in this lake, and now you're opening up yourself to much greater depth. So things might feel like emotions are turned on their head for you, feeling like suddenly like a 180-degree change in how you feel about something. A lot of fears also arise when we actually are on the path of authenticity, because we're suddenly becoming honest about the things that we are afraid of when we admit to ourselves what we truly love. Fear and love go hand in hand. So to really allow ourselves to feel deep love, to feel deep fulfillment, there's great fear that comes right along with that, because when we admit what we really value, we feel the potential fear of losing that. So although your emotions may be like, you may be just widening the spectrum of the emotions that you feel and the chaos that you feel, this is a good thing, because you are carving out a deeper place in yourself. And yeah, that cup within yourself means that you can hold much more of everything, including like sometimes, scary emotions and parts of our shadow selves. But the benefit, the reward of that, of taking that risk, is so worth the potential pain and suffering of it. I would love to hear how this looks specifically for you, Aquarius. Feel free to comment below if you want to open up and share. If you have liked and subscribed, thank you so much. I so appreciate you. If you are a patron, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like to consider supporting this channel, this work, and helping it expand and grow for just a few dollars a month, please check out my Patreon below. My patrons get special treatment that will increase with the number of patrons that I get. So if you want to get in on that, please check that out. I also have tiers for patrons who want custom tarot readings each month at different price points. So if that interests you, if you're interested in that kind of tailored personal support, definitely look into that. Thank you so much, Aquarius. I love you. I am rooting for you, and I'll see you next time.